Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Andy.
వినిపిస్తుంది కదరా? Just let's see 1 or 2 minutes, ma.
Mm.
Uma, good morning,
Okay.
Uma. Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay. Yeah, just 2 minutes. మీకు ఏమైనా వర్క్ ఉంటే చూడండి. ఇంకా మేబీ I think a few more to add on. Sorry, yeah, I'll just give you. Yeah, before proceeding the class, just one general knowledge question. This is PDPA. PDPA is Personal Data Protection Act. Means regarding a person, we should not reveal his or her personal data in public. Personal data means what is considered as personal data. By right, mobile number, name, NRIC, these kind of things are called personal data. So whenever you are going to a company and you are going to test anything, you should not anything related to PDPA. Means I cannot put my name and check whether my Sing pass is valid or not. You cannot do in the testing areas. So this is very important. That's the reason why all the companies must keep their own test data. Test data means it's a kind of replication of the actual data. Suppose I'm working for a bank. Okay. My test job includes I just need to check whether user is able to check his account numbers. User is able to check his account balance. Okay. In these scenarios, what I have to do actually, I need to enter the user IC or user account number. Then I need to check whether how many accounts he is be having, right? I hope you're all following it. This is just an example I'm giving you for PDPA. But actual testing in the banks, we cannot enter any customer's IC number, any customer's data directly. That is the reason why we must be collecting the test data. That is called test data. So this one, test data is this one. Of course, for Gmail means is okay. Gmail is like everyone, we are all using it. So we just kept our names and all. But when you go to company, you cannot keep your own data. You must be asking for the test data from your manager. So this test data is very wide in any company. If you want to, you need to act as how many customers are there in public, right? You cannot just check for one customer category and leave it. Suppose if you take a bank, you will have some people who are taking the personal bank accounts for savings. You will have people who will be having their bank accounts for their companies, which is called corporate account or current account. Or there are people who will be taking for trading purpose, investment banking. So these kind of so many categories will be there. So you just need to take example of all these categories when you are doing a testing a particular application, right? You cannot just check the application for one category and then you can leave it. So that is the reason why test data is very, very important. So why I'm telling here is just a simple example. Some of you just need to enter the test data whenever you are making a test script. So for there, instead of test data, some people have kept like, TC1, TC2 like that. So just want to highlight only. So test data is something like many of you have written already. If you are searching for saris, you have kept saris, or if you are searching for dresses, you have kept dresses, or something like kitchen utensils, all these kind of things you have done. This is the test data. Of course, for a Shopee thing, we don't have proper test data. You just like anyhow we tested, right? Saris, kurtas, ladies pajamas, office wear, western wear, these kind of things is called test data. So whenever you go for a credential, for example, company has a website, you need to check whether the company login page is working or not. Then you cannot put your own data here. Like suppose for a bank, if they have given you name or IC number as a bank data to enter. If a user can enter the IC, he should be able to enter into the application. Let us say one IC and one password they have given. Okay. So we cannot put our own IC and own password to test the application, whichever company you are working for. So for this thing, the company will give you proper set of test data, which should be having both IC and password. That is called the test data. I hope it's clear now. What is the test data? If anyone has any doubt, let me know, because this concept is also very important. Similarly, okay, one more example I'll give you. I'm working for a bank, okay? So my module in the bank is, I just need to check whether, okay, banking is have 4 tabs. One is home, and the other one is having accounts. Let's say one more is transfer. So these are the modules that a bank application is having, okay? Then what I need to do, I need to check, okay, currently I'm working in the account section. So what is my main scope is, what is the test scope here? I just need to check whether a user keys in any of his bank name or IC number, bank ID or IC number if he gives, he should be able to see what are the accounts that he is having in the particular bank. So this is the kind of data I need. So how we are testing it? The company will give you a proper IC number and proper account number. Suppose let us say they will give you, okay, the IC number is S123 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. They will give you, and this person is having one is savings account, which is like something like 2, 3, 4, something like that. Maybe 4 digits or 10 digits will be there for account, and he is having one corporate account of this one. And one having the joint account, which may be like 10001000. Example. So like this, company will give you the test data. This is called test data. Okay. So whatever you need to test, suppose for the example that we have done shopping cart, I actually have given you the test scope. I have given you the test scope, but I have not given the test data here. But some companies may give you the proper test data. Can you check the shopping cart for so and so data? They can give you. What happened to that one? Okay. So they will give you proper test data also here. Can you check whether it's working for, if I'm looking for a ink pen, am I getting or not? If I'm looking for, some kind of, any particular item. So can you test the shopping cart for these particular items? They will give you separately the test data. That is the test data. Okay, right? So this is clear now. So why we are here is, some of you just like, otherwise everything is done clearly. The test data is one part that I just wanted to highlight. And one more is, device. One more is device. Device also. Okay, that is also, it's not a big deal, but I just want to explain one more time. Since Shopee that we are done is a web application. Web application in the sense we are going to a web browser and checking. There are two things. Web browser can be on mobile and also on the computer. If you are going to the mobile and if you are typing your website, that is also you are using a web browser there. So don't confuse. So that is the web browser. Okay, that is web browser. So if you are doing in a web application, then you can just mention a web browser. What is a web browser? Can anyone tell me to make it interactive? What is a web browser?
Using laptop.
Like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer.
Okay, okay. Web browser means how you are browsing the web. Web is nothing but www, right? By using which tool or which environment you are surfing the internet or you are browsing the net. That is a web browser. So there are so many examples, right? Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and also if you are working on Safari, Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, and also if you are using a MacBook, no, it could be what is that? Safari. So these kind of are all called web browsers. Okay. So whenever you are using a web application, you can tell that the environment that you are using or device you are using. Normally, we change the device to web browser when you are doing testing for a web application. I hope it's clear, guys. Web application means you will put as a web browser. Otherwise, if you are working on a mobile device, let's say, okay, web application, we mention the web browser. Okay. Suppose let us say if you are using a mobile, if you are using a mobile option, okay, mobile application, if you are testing for a mobile application, then it makes sense to use device name. Device tested. So device tested can be, maybe I can just put iOS or Android or something like that. Whatever the new devices we are getting in mobile, we can mention that one. Is this clear, guys? Whenever you are testing something in a web application, you mention the web browser. Suppose if you are working in a mobile application, then you mention the device tested. What is the device? iOS, Android. In fact, you can enter the version number also. iOS or something like you are using iPhone 9 Pro or something. And Android, Samsung Fold, Samsung Galaxy. What is the tab? Those all things actually we can enter here only. Maybe one example I'll take. I think everyone's have corrected already. Let's see this one.
శైలజ గారు ఒక్కసారి ఈ వెబ్ బ్రౌజర్ వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఒక్కసారి హైలైట్ చేయరా ప్లీజ్?
Okay, చెప్తాను. Okay, so this one, okay, for example, we have put the device type here. Okay, you can add here also in case if you are checking all the test cases in same device or same web application, then you can mention here also. I think one of the student mentioned here, I think Vasudha, if I'm not wrong. So that's also fine. So if you are using on the same thing, okay, I will explain this one now. Okay, for the same thing, Shopee card, all these very good steps, everything is done. This is also correct. Only device type is also normally nobody bothers, but I just want to make sure that you know the meaning by using device type or browser type. So I will explain that again. Okay, so we have few things. One is the web application. We have web application and mobile application. Okay. Mobile application means mobile app. Usually whenever, whatever you are installing on your mobile phone using the App Store or Play Store. App Store means Apple Store or Play Store. That is the mobile application that you are testing. For example, if I tell you, you are testing on Pela. Pela is what? Pela, what you did, you installed it, right? By going to the Play Store. If it is if you is your Android, you go to Play Store and on what is one more here? Apple Store. Apple Store and Play Store. If you go and install any application, for example, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is also an application. So if you are using these kind of applications for your testing, that's called mobile application. Whereas web application means mostly websites. Websites like online banking sites, online shopping sites, all this comes under web application. One simple thing to remember is if you are using like, browsing the web like www. something, then it comes under like shopee.com, or if you're going to amazon.com. Amazon can be two things, yeah. Amazon website is there and also mobile application is there. So based on which application you are using, you divide them into web application and mobile application. Is this clear so far? Is this clear? అర్థమైంది కదా? So web application and mobile application. So what is the point that you are talking about here? Device type అనేది ఎప్పుడు రాయాలి మీరు? Device type అంటే when you are working in a mobile application, then device type will come into picture. Device type will come into picture. Okay, what happens is actually when the application is released, let us say for the first time. So some things, if they don't write the code properly, because everything is coding, right? If they don't write coding, because if you observe, iPhone layout and Samsung layout may be little bit different. compared to each other. Very minor changes. But even then, the developers have to code separately for Android interface, like margins might be different and all this. So little bit change in the coding will be there for any kind of device types. So that is the reason why whenever you are marking in a test script, if you wrote the device type, I mean, now that everything is a pass, then it doesn't matter. Let us say some of the things are failed here. Okay. Then developer will see it. Okay, what is the test device that they have tested? I have tested for Samsung Fold. My phone is Samsung Fold. I got this error. It's failed. Then what the developers will see? They will pick up which device they have tested. How come the other devices are passing? Only this particular device is failed. Then they will work on that particular area. That is the reason why we need to mention here either device type or browser type. Coming here again. So if you are working in a web application, then what you will mention? For web application, what will you mention? Guys, you can tell me. Web application.
Web
Web
browser.
browser.
Web browser.
Right? Web browser, you will explain. Okay. If you are working in a mobile application,
Device type.
device type. Clear, everyone? So this one only. ఇదేం లేదు జస్ట్ మీరు మొబైల్లో కన్నా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నట్లయితే అఫ్ కోర్స్ మొబైల్ వీ హ్యావ్ సో మెనీ డివైస్ టైప్స్ లైక్ మేబీ ఐప్యాడ్ ఆల్సో యూ కెన్ కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ మొబైల్ iOS and then also Samsung and iOS, you know the number of versions, right? We don't have to see how many models are there. So these kind of all devices you can include in the mobile application when you're testing. Suppose let's say if you're working in a web application, then you will put that web browser because it's not a surprise because even I came across personally some of the things which were working in Chrome may fail in Firefox. It may fail in Internet Explorer. So that is the reason why we do include this one in your test script template. Okay. Is this clear? Any doubt? Let me know. If not, we'll go move to the next topic.
Saidja garu,
Yes.
so we will write the web application or mobile application at the top right side, left hand side or corner of the in the label.
This one is it?
There.
Here. Okay.
We
Okay.
will mention that as web application or mobile application.
Yes, yes. Usually you can mention here. But obviously everyone will know, right? If you are started a project, so we usually will have like, but if you are working both mobile and web application, then it's always better to mention here. It's on the top. On the
And
top.
here,
you
when
mention.
we do web application, we will write in the table device as a web browser.
Correct, correct, correct. So
if
if you
it
are
is
working
mobile application we are mentioning, then here we will mention device
device
type.
type. So now this one,
Okay.
what we need to change it to? What we need to change it to? Since this is a web
Web
application.
application.
So
Web browser.
very
Web
good. So
browser.
this one we need to change. Of course, this one I gave device type as a template only, but just to make it clear for you. Now you know, right, what to put device type or web browser, what is that? So Chrome, yeah, this is good. So all of you have done very well. I mean, I have given, yeah, this comment also I have added. When you're putting a screen, no, just add the test script on the 2 lines, whatever the heading and whatever the test case. It's always easy for you because what happens when you go for review? Otherwise, if I need to explain this one to my boss, what I need to do? I need to toggle every time. I need to come here. Okay, test case number 2 is this one. So I'm putting here like that. So when you put the heading on the top only, you know, it's very easy for you to explain, correct? You can just look at the test script and you can look at the screen. That's why I always mention to you, just put the both test script as well as the results in the same sheet. On the top, you just put the description like that. Is that clear? So that one, I just want to highlight one more thing. Okay. We'll see here only. And some of you, I think one student or 2 students put the expected result. Here they put the image. Okay, what is the actual image? Suppose let's say this is the image. This image you have kept here. Of course, some companies will follow this procedure of putting the image here directly. But what is my recommendation is, you know, it's very difficult whenever you are going for a review. Now that you have only 7 test cases, 7 to 8 test cases, you have kept the image. That's easy for anyone to understand. But imagine you have like hundreds of test cases and you need to go and explain each and everything to your boss. Then imagine how complicated if you put the image here only. So it's always a best practice to keep it here. And I repeat again, because there is no rule, there is no hard rule kind of thing like, must paste the images like this only. The template should be like this only. Based on the application, we change it. But the proper standard, I mean, so far, whatever companies we have worked in, we are all following like this. So here on the top, it will get the, what is the test script rows and image will be here. Okay, is that clear? Any other doubts regarding the assignment? Yeah, this
No.
is one thing. And then any more? I think Deepti, I have commented one thing, right? Is the Deepti Karthik here in this class?
Yeah, I'm here.
Deepti, yeah, tell me.
The description you asked me to add. means the
Same
picture.
thing. Is it okay? I show your screen. Yeah, is it okay?
Yeah,
No problem,
only
right?
for the fifth case I added that.
Okay.
It was like
Okay. Yeah, this one only. I was just mentioning. Oh, yours only I opened, is it? So I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, this one only. I was mentioning that you please add the test script also on top of the image. Okay.
Hmm.
That's it. Otherwise, all the images are fine. And you don't need to add proof and all this. Now is okay. Now that we have time. Because in real time, when you are rush in a company, so you will not get time to add so much. I mean, anyway, just like add tab only. But even then, we count the time that we have taken to type a few words. That's why make it short. TC1, TC2, like that will be much more easier. Okay. They're just suggestions only. These are all things. Otherwise, yeah, this is good. Okay, Deepti, Karthik, yours is done. I was thinking Deepti is different, Deepti. Yeah.
Excuse me, Shailaja garu.
Yeah, yes, Kavita.
Yeah, can
Kavita.
I check with you in the test script, when we,
Oh.
you write all the test cases, right?
Yes, yes.
Can you go to mine? Can we
This
just
one.
summarize or do we have to write in points?
This one only, right? This is yours, right?
That's mine.
Kavita. Kavita is this one only, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
over here, yeah, the test steps. Can we just summarize or do we have to write the pointers?
pointers in the sense test steps, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, the
Okay.
steps.
Test steps by right. This is the best one. We have to write like this. But usually we will end up like no time, Kavita. In the companies, when the
Okay.
people are writing it,
Mhm.
they will just simply think that, everyone will understand the application, right? This is
Okay.
useful for any person. Suppose if I'm new to your company, if I look at this screen, I will clearly understand, okay, I have to do like this, do like this. Then I can be on my own. Suppose if the test steps are not clear, if some new person come to your company, then they have to come back to you for asking so much like what I have to do, how to go about it and all this, if KT is not given properly. By
Okay.
right, we have to write, but practically nobody will do like in detail like this because this one is simple, 3 test cases, right? If you have like hundreds, 200s, 300 test cases, but
Okay.
by right, you have to go like this. This is correct.
Okay, because anyway, when you go into the individual test case, you will have all
Yes.
the detailed steps, right?
Detailed steps. Oh, we put so many steps. This one not
That's why I
needed.
could only submit 3.
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
have
no,
time.
no need, Kavita. This is enough. Like, okay, if you are doing here, you copy the same thing here, okay? Because this is Google Doc, I may not be able to edit it. If you don't give me
Because,
permission,
yeah,
you
in
can
the
add
test
here.
case, individually, I went into every detailed step.
Oh, this one, no need. Kavita, this one, no need.
Oh, you mean no need to write all this?
No need to write all this. This one is enough. Test steps, this one you have given, right? This is enough. You
So
don't
this
need
will
to
be the
write.
same when I go to the individual also, I'll just
Yes.
This Oh,
one.
I see.
What I mean to say is, okay, we have written, suppose, let's say we have hundreds of test cases, Kavita. I think this is a good point to everyone. So what she wrote is, she wrote in a, I mean, like simple step, not,
briefly.
yeah, briefly. But here she entered everything.
Because I thought they
Okay.
have to, when they do the
Oh,
coding,
no,
have to specify.
No. Coding, they already will do and give it to you for testing. So we are not I mean, developers will not look into it here. Suppose Okay, this one is just for our record only. If someone among the team replaces with
Yeah,
a new
that's why
person, all this, yeah. This one, okay, for example, Shopee is very simple. So we all know the test steps.
Mhm.
What if it is a banking trading application? Let us think. We do not know, right? Even if your boss tells you today, we may forget it. Correct? Next day. So
Yeah.
for those reasons, we'll write the steps. But this one really no need, Kavita. Whatever
Oh, I
what I
see.
told you is okay. Here, let us see. We have 100 test cases. TC03, TC100 we have. So whenever you are putting the image, just copy. Let us say this is the second, right? Second one. Let us say this is the second test case. Just copy this one. Okay, with the heading, sorry. Yeah. When you copy the heading, as well as by pressing control, you will be able to select the other row also like this. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So these two rows you copy and you paste here. You don't need to write separately here.
Oh,
You are
oh.
getting right my point?
Yes,
Why?
yes.
Because for every time I don't need to go here. When I go for review, okay, I'll just take to my boss. Okay, this is a test case 1. This is the result. This is test case 2. This is the result. This is test case 3. This is the result. Then I don't need to go back. What is test case 4, 3? And then I need to come back here to show the image. That's why I told you to put in the same thing.
So
Also,
basically, shopping cart test script and the individual test cases,
yes.
everything will be almost the same.
Yes, correct,
Oh,
correct.
I
Same
see.
thing, same thing. This one is the summary.
Summary. Acha, okay,
For
okay.
example, if you are giving if you are sending an email, you can easily send only this sheet, which is a
Uh-huh.
summary sheet.
I see. I
When
see.
they come for review, okay, Kavita, can you show me the test results? Maybe we'll have a meeting today. Then you can open this document of the test results. That's how the review goes on.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's why
Otherwise,
it took a lot of time for me to do. I could do only
that-
3.
Oh, no. Sorry if I communicate. I
No,
mean,
no,
like,
no. Maybe because I was
Okay.
wondering what is the difference between test script and individual if I don't give in detail.
Okay, no need.
Okay,
This
yeah,
one is
thanks.
so detailed, actually. So in
Yeah,
detail. Thanks for your time, but yeah.
yeah, it was very
But
time
anyway,
consuming.
yeah, now
I
you
could only do
understood,
3.
right? Okay,
Okay,
let
okay.
us
I
see
understand.
others. Others also are corrected and sent.
Sarita, can you go to mine?
Who is this one?
Prathuna.
Prasuna. నీది టెస్ట్ డేటా ఒకటి నేను రిప్లై ఇచ్చినట్టు కదా
Yeah.
I think if I'm not wrong, yours only.
It
Okay.
is Namlu.
This is Amlu only. This one. Yeah, I'll just spend 5 minutes here. Later we'll start the new one. Yeah, this one. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one only, guys. I think I didn't. Yeah, this one. Test data. Test data is again you put the test case ID, Prasunna. So this one usually what we'll do, what is the data that you tested the site for?
Okay.
For example,
I thought
this one.
it is the proof.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean the result, is it? Okay,
Yeah, the
okay.
result we
Actual
bottom.
result. Okay,
Hmm.
this one, okay. Expected result is, I think you were not present, right? That day you were not present, I believe. You
Right.
missed the class.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Here, expected results means what you need to be having. Okay, what is the scenarios? I'll just tell you one example. Checking, okay, cart and testing whether all the items are having enough quantity, variation, and delete option. So this is a test case description. What we are writing, what is the test case that we are testing for? Okay, that is
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Then what is the expected result?
Okay.
Okay, there are two things. You need to know the difference between result and status. Status is pass fail. That is clear to you, right? Result means what is expected, what is the user will see.
Whatever I'm searching, it should be available. It should be
Available,
I should
right?
be able to see.
So
Yeah.
here expected result, what you need to write, user should be user should be displayed with quantity variation and delete options.
Okay.
Right? This sentence you
Understand.
need to replace with the user should be able to see the able to change the variation and maybe delete option. Like this you must put. Expected result is okay, user is able to see.
Yeah,
ఇక్కడ టెస్ట్ డేట్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్ ఏం పెడుతున్నాము యూజర్ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు సీ అంటున్నాము. యాక్చువల్ రిజల్ట్ ఏంటండి ఎస్ యూజర్ ఈస్ డిస్ప్లేడ్ విత్.
okay.
అర్థమవుతున్నారా? ఇదేంటంటే తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే కరెక్ట్ గా భూతకాలము వర్తమాన కాలం అవుతుంది. యూ రిమెంబర్ దీస్ వర్డ్స్? ఐ డోంట్ నో. ఫ్యూచర్ టెన్స్ అండ్ ప్రెసెంట్ టెన్స్ వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ. యాక్చువల్ రిజల్ట్ ఏమైంది మీకు? ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్ షుడ్ బి దేర్. అది ఇది
Okay.
we need to change Prasunna. Okay.
Okay. So
Test
the
data says fine.
browser I used Google Chrome, that is
Yes,
okay, right?
this is
Because I
correct.
mentioned web there.
This is
web
correct. This is
application. Okay.
this is 100% correct. Browser tested is Google Chrome. This is correct. Only these things. Test data you need to change. Expected result you need to change. Actual result you need to change. That's it. Otherwise images and I see. all
Actual
correct.
result pass I can put, right?
Yes, yes, sir. No. Usually
They are
actual
able to
result
see.
ante able to see is the correct one. Or some people, if we really time is a constraint, then we put that, okay, user is displayed as expected. We put like this. These are, small kind of cheating things because we don't have much time. So the screen is as expected. We put like this here. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
No.
otherwise the images are all okay, right?
Images are okay, and just as mentioning before class to Deepthi also, just add the text script on top of the images.
Okay.
That is easy for you to review when you go for review.
But we have already given the numbers, right?
No. People will
So
not have
that
time.
we can't match.
No, difficult, very difficult, because it will be like, it's very simple, 5 test cases we have, but whatever
So-
company goes in, it will be hundreds of test cases, Prasunna. So people won't go, okay, this is top Shopee 2. They won't come here and they don't go here. They will just, if they
So that means where we should put that
on top. Okay, I'll show you if anyone.
on each picture we should keep it on
Yeah.
top.
Yes,
It,
yes.
I did like that only. My one can check, Shailya garu, Sumalata.
Yeah, I think many of you did already. What is happening? This is a little bit Mac, okay? One second, yeah. wait. Sumalata, right? This one, right? This one? Okay.
అవునండి అవును.
Yeah. Okay, the assignments are corrected already. OTPs I have not seen some of you. That is just a practice only. So maybe I'll just see if any mistake only, I will reply. Yeah. This is the one. Okay. Let's see what she did. I think many of you did and I replied already. This one, shopping cart, test case, test steps, test data. Test data she put like this, saris like that. Correct. She said for saree. Expected result is shopping cart should be updated with the item selected. Selected item should have quantity, variations and delete option. Yeah, this is correct. Expected result. So actual result, what happened? Same thing you can write. What is, if you get the expected result only, you can put like this. If you really don't have time, what we put is as expected. The screen is as expected we put. There's a small cheating thing like that. Otherwise, we have to write like this. That is one thing. Let us see the TC1. Prasunna, you are looking, right? Yeah, this is the one that I wanted. Like, write the test script, just copy and paste only. You are not putting extra effort because it's easy for you next time when you look at also. Just test script one, then I just put the column in here. So now if I'm looking, if I'm just, I don't need to go here. I'll just go straight here. Okay, test case 4 is so and so. I see the proof. Okay, good. Test case 5 is so and so case. Then I put the screen like this. Like that will happen in a company. Because nobody will have time, they just go here. What is test case 4 and what is the result? Is this correct again? Again, we need to check, right? Whether it's correct or not. Okay, got it?
ఓకే. అంటే మీరు చెప్పేది ప్రతి టెస్ట్ కేసుని కూడా మళ్ళీ ఆ పిక్చర్ పెట్టిన దగ్గర పైన జస్ట్
Yes.
పేస్ట్ చేయమంటారు అదంతా కూడా.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
ఓకే. సో
Sir.
ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మనకి సింపుల్ గా ఉంది కాబట్టి యూ మే నాట్ ఫైండ్ ఇట్ లైక్ ఇట్స్ ద సేమ్ థింగ్ కదా అనుకుంటాము. బట్ వెన్ యూ పుట్ ఇన్ మెనీ కేసెస్ లైక్ హండ్రెడ్స్ అండ్ 200 cases, then like that. And also when you are sending an email, you will be sending the summary sheet only for the managers. When they actually mean to, some people will say like we don't have time. If you highlight, some people may not have time to go through the test results. Even then, if you are ready every time, whenever they want, you can just show them the test results directly. Okay. Yes. Any doubt? Otherwise, we'll complete the class. Maybe at the end of the session, we'll look into these questions. If any doubts, okay, we do like that.
Can you please check my one, Akka? Actually, I didn't screenshot in this place. I will submit again.
Which one did you get the reply?
శైలజ గారు
Did you get the reply? 1 second. Huh? Did
Sri,
you get
Sridevi.
Sridevi? I think I replied to you, right?
You replied me, Akka, but actually I didn't
Oh,
screenshot. Again, I will submit again. Akka.
oh, okay.
Can you please check?
Okay. Oh, you have submitted now, is it?
Not now, the
Before class.
week, last week.
Last week I did kada. This one, right, Sridevi?
Yeah.
Okay.
స్క్రీన్షాట్స్ నేను తీయలేదు, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్షాట్ తీసి మళ్ళీ మీకు సబ్మిట్ చేయొచ్చా?
Cheyochu. You can add it in the Google Doc, right? This is a Google Doc, means it will automatically update. You just message me. Okay, yeah, screenshots.
Hello?
Yeah, you can put the screenshots, ma, and then let me know. I will correct it.
ఓకే.
శైలజ గారు
Yes. Yes, Ra? Cheppu.
నాకు స్మాల్ డౌట్ అండి. అది నాకు నెంబరింగ్ ఇస్తున్నాను కదా టెస్ట్ స్టెప్స్ లో, అది
Okay.
ఎక్సెల్ నేను క్లాస్ వినలేదు. ఒకసారి నాకు అది ఎలా చేయాలో చూపించరా?
Alter
గ్రాఫ్
enter.
టెస్ట్ చేశాను.
Alter enter.
ఆల్టర్ ఎండ్.
Alter enter. ఇది ఎక్సెల్ క్లాస్ లో నేర్పించాను నేను. I know this one, many of my, I mean, this nobody remembers this one. So you mean to say like 1, 2, 3, right?
ఓకే, గాట్ ఇట్ అండి.
Got it. A simple thing. Yeah, alt and enter only. నీకు ఎక్సెల్ క్లాస్ లో పెట్టినట్టున్నాను డాక్యుమెంట్. ఓకే. Then we'll see.
డాక్యుమెంట్ పెట్టారు గానీ అది నేను మిస్ అయినట్టున్నాను. అది
Now
అంటే
everyone remembers kadra alt and గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి అందరూ. It is really very important question and very important. Every day we use it when we write in testing. అర్థమవుతుంది కదరా? She was asking actually in Excel, suppose step 1, go to Shopee. If I enter, it will go to the next cell. Right? So she's asking how to put everything in the same cell. That one, alt enter. అర్థమైంది కదా? సో ఇది ట్రై చేయండి మీరు.
ఓకే చేశానండి,
వచ్చింది కదా? ఓకే, కూల్. అయిపోయింది కదా? ఈజీ కదా? ఇది ఇప్పుడు కవిత పెట్టింది అలానే. ఇదిగో ఈ స్టెప్స్ ఇలా రావాలి అంటే యాక్చువల్గా మనం ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇక్కడ టైప్ చేసినప్పుడు గో టు షాపింగ్ నేను ఎడిట్ చేయలేను ఇది, అదర్వైజ్ ఐ నీడ్ టు ఓపెన్ విత్ గూగుల్ డాక్. సో 1, 2, 3, 4 ఇలా రావాలంటే ఆఫ్టర్ గో టు షాపీ వెబ్సైట్ అయ్యాక ఆల్ట్ అంటే మీకు ఈ లైన్ వస్తుంది, సేమ్ సెల్లో సెకండ్ లైన్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే. సో ఓకే, నౌ విల్ మూవ్ టు ద అదర్ టాపిక్. గుడ్ ఇంటరాక్టివ్ సెషన్.
Salaja,
Yes.
just a question.
Shweta, I think okay, right? I think I covered in English also.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. Yeah.
Actually, you replied for my assignment. Test
Okay.
case description to be added with headings about test result.
Same thing.
So I need
Plus
to
one.
just copy the whole column and paste it.
Yes,
Screenshot, right?
Correct.
Okay.
This one. Just enter this one and on top of the image, just enter on top. That's it, like
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
Of
like
course, she put really in detail. This one not needed.
yeah.
I just whatever you put here, you just copy and paste it. That's it.
Copy the whole column and paste
Yes,
the
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Okay. Yeah. Then we'll look into today's topic. Okay. So today's topic morning, we already spoke about test data kada. Test data is really challenging for a company because once you enter, you will know how much struggle to get the test data. Because for example, we are working in a bank. Let us say, for example, I'm working in a bank. Sorry. What's happening? working in a bank. So same thing, accounts, different customers untarmata meeku. Bank lo, there's thousands of types of customers. One with a corporate account, one with a personal account, one with a joint account, and one is already closed his account, or he wants to reopen the account. One's account is dormant, and also one applied for fixed deposit. You know the meaning, right? What is the fixed deposit? Means they cannot take out the money until like some kind of maturity date and all this. So these many things you need to test. Okay, just observe how many cases of customers that you need to test for. You need to test for every category, right? You cannot just put that, okay, I have selected the test data only for a particular customer, then I can close the testing for this application. We can't do that. We need to we need to test the application for all different kinds of customers. So that's why the test data is really challenging, because testing is one phase. Testing will be very easy for you. Once somebody gives you the test script, once somebody gives you the steps, these are the things that you need to do, everything will be cool. Until if you don't get a test data, that's like really difficult. Of course, you will have different teams. Then you will be sending an email to that person. Can you just give me one account which is a dormant account? Then you need to check with the team. So they will give you the test data. That is the test data. So today's class, we will see how we can organize the test data. Ee test data ni em chestarante, they will have a different methodologies. How we can arrange the test data that with a small test data, we can cover the maximum testing. You got it? What I mean? So how to cover the maximum area of testing using less test data. That is called the test data design techniques. I will put in this one only. In the drive only I'm putting here. Okay. Okay, this one, test data methodologies. Normally we don't do like that, but this is an interview question. Okay, please be careful. And this one is ISTQB questions also. And ISTQB, I will take a separate, like I will brief you how to apply for the certificate. And before yesterday's class, someone mentioned, is it compulsory? I will just add on 2 or 3 sentences about ISTQB before going to the testing methodologies. Okay, ISTQB is internationally recognized tester certificate. Okay, once you write that, you are recognized internationally to apply for a manual tester role. But in Singapore, is it compulsory? That is next question. So far, what we came across, the scenarios in Singapore is that if we have a ISTQB application, of course, you are on top priority. If somebody is looking for a tester, and if we have a ISTQB certificate, of course, they will prefer you only. But at the same time, if you manage your interview and all, and it's not compulsory to have a ISTQB. Not that you will lose an opportunity if you don't have a ISTQB certificate. You got it right? Clear. One is, if you have a certificate, is highly preferred. I mean, you will be on top preference. If someone out of 10 people, you are the one with ISTQB certificate, of course, they will take you only. But at the same time, if you don't have ISTQB also, you manage the interview. Then you can impress the interviewer. Then nobody cares whether you have ISTQB certificate or not. These are 2 things. So it's up to you. We can take the certificate. It's not so difficult. It will be usually a multiple choice question. Then I checked with one more person from Amulu. She has done ISTQB a few years back. I asked her to give me the data by today evening, like what usually will be tested, how will be the exam pattern and all. So based on that, in the next class, I will tell you this is the pattern of the exam paper, how to register for ISTQB certificate. It will be usually $100 to $150. So how to prepare for that? Is this theory is enough? Theory is more than enough. And I'll be giving you a PDF also for ISTQB certificate to go through it. So this one we'll see in the next class. Okay. So, okay, today's class. Okay. What we are? Test data. Test data, we have a few techniques to use. Okay, this is the interview question only, definitely. What is the purpose of test design techniques? To reduce the test data, and cover the maximum possible testing or test cases. So this is the main idea of following these techniques, right? So there are 5 types of test design techniques that people are following it. But at the same time, practically, when you go to a job, nobody bothers about this one. This is again a interview question only. So there are how we can organize this test data. So these are the types of techniques that we have. One is equivalence class partitioning, which is also called ECP. Second one is boundary value analysis, BVA. Third one is decision table based testing, state transition, and error guessing. These 5 we just need to by heart only. There is no other option for this one. So if somebody asks you, what is the test design techniques? What is the testing design facilities that you take it? How do you arrange your test data? All the questions are same. So basically what they're asking you, you have so much to test, right? You need to have so many types of test data. How do you organize your test data? By using which methods you organize the test data? By how you collect the test data. So this is the answer. So these are the techniques that people will follow. Okay, I will tell you one example, then you will understand easily. So in this, out of 5, today's class will look only 2. Otherwise, it will be a complete dry subject. So we'll take the first 2 only. Equivalence class partitioning. One more surprising thing is, we all do like that only, but we didn't know the name is this one. Okay, I will tell you why. Suppose let us say that I am entering one website, which is maybe kind of adult website or something that I'm going to enter. Maybe previous days Facebook also, right? They will give you a name and they will ask your age, right? Suppose my website is allowed only for people from 18 to, let us say, 45. Okay. This is the field that I'm going to test it. How do you test this one? How do you test this box? Because I need to test whether people of 18 to 45 years are able to get into the website. Application is like this. Okay, application is like this. So people are able to go to the application or not. So how do you test this one? By right, what you have to do, 18 to 45 years means what you will do in the box? You will enter 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, like
All
that.
the way to 45.
The range should be between 18 to 45.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
No,
What else is missing?
because we have to test whether if that function will be failed. If we cannot go, if less than or more than is also
Yes, that also you need to cover, right? So basically what happens, we need to test 18 to 45 years are able to get in, and also we need to test below 18 are able to get into the system, or above 45 are able to get into the system, right? There are so many things. 18 to 45 is, we call it as positive test scenarios, right? Positive test cases, we will see 18 to 45. But this one also, what you need to test, 18 years, 19 years, 20, 21, all the way until 45 you need to test. And also negative. Negative scenario, 17 years means what? Is it a negative scenario or positive scenario?
negative.
Negative scenario. And 46 will be negative scenario or positive scenario?
Negative.
Negative.
only.
Right? Everyone clear, right? This one, if I
Yeah.
give you 46 means I'm trying to see whether I can break the system or not. As a
Yes.
tester, my main concern is I want to break the system and see if I can go in or not. That is a tester's role. Okay. So like this, how much test data we need? Again, 17 is not enough. 17, 16, 15, like that you need to enter, right? So this is how you organize your test data. So if people are choosing the first method, what is the first method? Equivalence class partitioning. What they do is very simple. So they take the total data, test data, let us say that 18 to 45, and also maybe the other things. What they do is they will just divide them into different partitions. Okay. So if I need to see, okay, what I do is 1 to 15 as one test case. Okay, or 1 to 10. 15 to 17 as one partition. And 18 to 31 partitioning is up to me, but usually people will do into equal partitioning. Okay. Then 31 to 45. Then 46 to something like 90, maybe let us say. Like this, we divide the test data. Okay. We divide test data, meaning one test case, I will put that to check whether user is able to enter to the user is able to log into the application if we enter the ages between 1 to 15 years. This is one test case. Second test case is to verify whether the user is able to log into the application if the age is between 15 to 17. You got right? So like this, what we have done, otherwise how many test cases will get? 18 to 45. Just count 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 like that. How many test cases will be there? Instead of that, we are dividing the entire test coverage into partitions. And we are writing the test cases. Now, how many test cases I'm getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 test cases are more than enough for me. So this is a simple, what is the method called? This one?
Equivalence class partition.
Yes, equivalence class partitioning. Of course, this is a theory question only. Just to prepare the definitions I will provide you. So nothing but dividing the test data into equal partitions and test the and do the testing. That is called the equal class partitioning test. Okay, that is one thing. So same thing, if they have done for the, this is numbers we have seen, right? Same thing, if they tell me one thing, yeah, same thing. If I'm going to do for the alphabets, this is the numbers are given, alphabets I'm giving here. Alphabets I'm giving here. Suppose like password. Password, what they told me? They told me that alphabets are allowed. Okay. Alphabets are allowed. Special characters, 1 or 2 are allowed or something like that they told me. Okay. Then equal part, normally alphabets, what I need to test? I need to test all A to Z, all capitals. And also I need to test for lowercase.
Small, lowercase.
And special character, I have to see all the asterisk, dash, hyphen, everything is working or not, right? So instead of this, if I follow like this equal partitioning or just partitioning case, then what I can do is some random numbers I can give. Can you try for ATF? Okay. Then you can try for ABC, like this kind of things you can take and test it. That's what we usually do it. But we don't know the name. The name is equal class partitioning. This one, of course, if I ask you, if you don't know any knowledge about these things also, if I ask you to do 18 to 45 tests, what you will do? You will test one test case for 18 to 45, one test case for below 18, random number, maybe 15 like that you will give. One more test case you will give for maybe 50 like that. So even if you don't have knowledge, we go through, but people have some kind of methodologies for that. That's why we are learning now for the interview purpose. So what is that one? Equal class, equivalence class partitioning. Right? This is clear to you. So this one, same thing, just how you partition the entire test data into small classes or small parts. You can tell in your own words. Now you understand, right? So you can tell. Next one we'll see is boundary value analysis. Boundary value analysis. This one is much more simpler. Of course, people based on the criteria, they will follow this one. Of course, nobody tells you like, can you divide the test data into equal class partitioning? Can you divide the test data into boundary value? Boundary value sometimes we can hear in the companies, but not everyone will know all these things. Okay, but just for interview and ISTQB and for our own understanding, because what I want you is simply like, we need to understand the concept before knowing the word. That's why I'm trying to explain to you. Excuse me. Next one is, what is that? A boundary value analysis. BVA. What is that one? Let us see. Same thing. I have, I have the same test case I'm taking. So mine is, I'm just checking the age only. 80 into 45. Okay, what I do is I'm dividing with the boundaries. What does it mean? So this is 18. What is the minimum here? I'm dividing into minimum and max. 18, 45. Okay. So what I'm doing is, this is the boundary, right? What is the boundary for this one? 18 is one boundary, 45 is one boundary. So what I'm doing, at the minimum, I'm taking one step below, one step higher. Means what? 17, right? 19. And here also, one step below, one step higher. So what is this one? 44, 46. You got it? So what is my test case now? One is to check the minimum, which is 18. Check the test case for 18 years. Second test case is minimum minus 1. Means 17 years. I'm checking.
17.
Okay. And third one is
Minimum plus 1.
minimum plus 1. That is 19. Okay. Again, what is the other one? I'm checking
Max.
the max. Max is 45.
Maximum minus 1.
Okay, max minus 1.
Is 44.
44. And then one more is
Max
max
plus
plus 1,
1.
which is 46. Means how many test cases I got now?
6 test cases.
6 tests. So people believe, if you pass all the 6 test cases, this entire is tested. That means that entire criteria of 18 to 45 years is verified. So this is called the boundary value analysis. If someone asks you, is the interview question, theory I have given you I will be adding in the manual script only. So what is that? Dividing the test data as per the boundaries. Okay, divide the test data into as per the boundaries like minimum and maximum, and also carrying on the test data with -1 and +1 for the boundaries. Okay, you got the concept, right? Checking the test data for boundaries and also -1 and +1 to the boundaries. Minimum boundary -1, minimum boundary +1, maximum boundary -1, maximum boundary +1. So like this, we will get 6 test data cases that you can explain in the interview. Clear? So these two things we have seen. So, but do we really follow this one? No. Normally, if we have some kind of data, no? Yeah, if you can follow this one is ideal cases. If you have
Shailaja garu, does
Yes.
this apply for age, like age, phone number?
phone number, no. Phone number, usually they will have a kind of pattern. Phone number, we cannot test like that, which is
Means
not
how
in a
many
sequence.
numbers, digits, I mean.
This is that they will give you. They will give you a proper
Oh,
document.
okay.
They will give you. I'll show you how the document looks like next after this one. So
Okay.
this is a kind of, which are in sequence. That only you can do it. Right?
Okay. Okay.
If they are not in sequence, you can't do anything. Right? You will just say that if they give you like, okay, for example, I'm just looking for even numbers, age groups only. Okay, that's also fine. +2, right? That is in a sequence at least. So like this you will put up. So this is the just methodologies only that you will follow. Okay. So I've written here. So these two things you will be able to understand now. These 3 things we'll see in the next class. Okay. And so now we'll move into one more small section. We have, right? Half an hour is there. Okay. No problem. Okay. One more thought to explain. Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll open my mail. What is that? Safety. Okay. 1 second. I just want to show you document. How actually I was explaining, right? BRD and all those things. So I signed up for this one. They have sent me some sample document. SRS document. I'll show them. how the document will be. Just now you are asking me, na, the phone number and all, how will be done? Because this one completely will given by the company people. So you don't need to worry about that. I'll show you how a document will look like. I think day one they have given me. Yeah, should be this one. Let's see. Yeah, refer to the SRS document. Actually, this website also is good for you guys for theory and all. Whenever you have time, they can just follow, because many of my technical things before when I was studying myself, because we don't get time to, usually we didn't get a trainer from India when we wanted to do manual testing or whatever. So we used to follow documents only. Lucky that we have many of our friends are teaching the manual testing. Previously, we could find it from very difficult from India also. We were following, but again, it based on the country and companies, the testing criteria and what is the environment that we are working is entirely different. That's the reason why you just can follow it for the theory only. Practical part will be different. So I was mentioning, like BRD document, FRS document. So this one is like software requirement specification or something, SRS document. How it will look like. I'll just show you a sample. You were asking, na, phone number should be 9 numbers or what? Account number should be what? All these will be given by the company, because each and every company may be different. Okay. See, a document will be something like this. So they will have version controlling, we say. Some of them, like Sam, he is the author. He made the initial draft. Right? This one usually will be in a SharePoint where all the managers will be able to access this one. Okay. So somebody does some small change, they need to document it properly. Otherwise, how do the people know that there is a new line in the document or something? So they have to add. Of course, this is not our tester's duty. This one will be done by the main project developer or project delivery lead or someone who is in charge for this project. So delivery managers and all, they need to work on this document. This document may be not so simple. It might have taken a few months, even 1 year also, just to understand all the user requirement, how they put up in document, and what is the software that we need, what is the hardware requirements that we need for the project. Everything will be done here. Okay, I just want to show you sample. See, Sam is the author that he followed up some version controlling 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. It means there were some typing errors, so he fixed it in the version 3. So version 1.3 is the finalized version that I need to refer to, in case if you need to refer to any document. Okay, then this particular document will be going through proper approvals in the company. So sometimes here you can see, right, lead software engineer has given the approval. After that, followed by someone, like this kind of everything will be documented properly in any kind of document. And also they have given all the modules. See here, what is the introduction, everything, like what are the front end details, technical requirement, non-functional requirement, design constraint. This is a big document. So usually documents will look like that. Okay. So for your thing, okay, for example, okay, this is application. Let us think that Guru 99 is one of the application. Guru 99, they have given for a bank only, right? Bank usually has one manager and customer. Customer means us, right? The public. Manager and a customer. So following modules will be available to these two different roles. So they need to specify clearly like this in a document. So manager will be available. Manager will be able to see these modules. See, features or modules. Or we can say functions also. Manager should be able to access to new customer, edit customer, delete customer, new account, edit account, something like this. Whatever is specified, we need to understand. Okay, manager, if I log in as a manager, then I need to be able to access these things, right? If I log in as a customer, my interface is different. Now you know the meaning of interface, right? My interface is different. So as a customer, I should be able to see balance inquiry, funds transfer, and all these things, log in and log out. So this is the main application. Guru 99 is a bank. Okay. So all these kind of things. Manager has so much, right? He also should be able to log in, log out, and all these things he should be able to see. Okay. Now again, modules. Now in the application, we have a modules, right? Every time I'm just giving you in a scribbled way, like if you have like kind of home, balance inquiry, fund transfer, mini statement, customized statement, then they will specify clearly. Balance inquiry is available for both. Balance inquiry is available for customer and also manager, right? So these things they will specify. Okay, balance inquiry should be available to both manager and customer. When they log in as a customer can have multiple bank accounts. He can view balance of his accounts only. And customer can have multiple accounts, but he can view balance of only his account, right? But if I log in as a manager, what I need to do? A manager can view balance of all the customers who come under his supervision, right? So this is the kind of document that you should be, if you don't have a document, they will explain to you, okay, as a customer, you log in, right? You should be able to check all the bank account. That's what you're testing, right? You will log in as a customer. Customer means, again, I told you, you will log in using the what? You will log in using
Username and password.
Username and
what
password,
is that
test
called?
data. Test data.
That keywords are important for you guys. Just try to use the technical terms whenever it's applicable. So using the test data for testing purpose, you need to enter using the test data only. Okay. Using the test data, you will enter. Once you once you log into the application, then you should be able to see the balance account, right? So these kind of things you should be checking. You should be testing. Other than that, okay, these are all the kind of document that they will provide you. Fund transfer, okay. Yeah, okay. These are the things that available for both manager and customer, right? Again, new customer. Suppose if we need to add new customer into the application, then only manager will have access, right? A manager can add a new customer. Then what, for a customer test case, what you will do? When you log in as a customer, you should not be able to see this function in your interface. Am I right? So this kind of.
Yes.
How do we know all this? From the document only, because every company will have different flow, different kind of access, different kind of permission. So based on the company's requirement, we will be checking our test application. Of course, most of the test applications already in production, means already developed, like whatever banks you are going, maybe for example, DBS, OCBC, UBS, UOB, what kind of projects that you are going, already in progress, mean used by the public already. What you are going to test, if the people are adding a new feature into the application, that new feature you are going to test it. And in case if you join these companies, most probably your job will be testing the new feature that they are going to add to the existing application. Okay. So this is a kind of document. So this they will give you clearly. Delete customer. Delete customer, only manager can access. Then what is your test case, negative test case for your customer? Customer should not be able to see any of these things in your account, in your application. Okay.
So for the customer, we need to write separate test cases, and
Yes,
for
yes.
manager, we need to write separate
Yes,
test cases.
that is based on the test scope. If your team is
Hmm.
doing only for customer, okay, your job is only, they mentioned to you, right? What is the test scope? What is the test scope? Maybe Lata, your team will be doing the test cases for the manager role. Okay. And then Sunita, your team will be doing the test cases for customer. Based on that, you will write. Or they can tell, okay, now you are the only one person for testing. Can you do the test cases for both manager and customer? Then you need to write in the test case. Once you know this document, do you think it's easy to write the test script if needed? Right?
Yeah, it will be.
If needed, right? Like for a edit account, log in as a manager and check whether he's able to see edit account. Yeah. Yeah. Someone is asking some doubt here. Go ahead. someone was asking, is it Shweta?
Hi. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's clear now. Actually, I was asking the same thing. Like we
Okay.
need to test for manager and
Oh, no. This is just,
customer.
I'm showing an example of a
Yeah,
document, which
Yeah,
is called SRS document.
yeah.
But otherwise people will be using it as, what is that I told you in the first classes? Do you remember the name of the documents?
Business
Functional
requirement.
requirement document.
Okay, that is one thing. Next one is
Functional specifications
FRS.
document.
document. Yes, correct. So all this
FSD.
comes almost the same thing. Okay. So some documents are too technical. So business requirement document is the one like very simple language. Because functional specifications, again, it will be more into technical terminologies. Otherwise, SRS document, software requirement specification or something. This one will have everything together. So as a this is the main application. This one will come up after so many meetings, so many reviews between what are the teams? Who will give the requirement?
Business.
Business.
Yes,
Business
business
people.
will give the requirement. So they might have gone through so many meetings with the technical team because business people want that they want to do something. But is it really feasible? Is it really codable by the technical team? That they have to decide. Okay, so they have to come up with a proper document for this one. So this one, like product owner, if someone is a product owner, then they need to put up so much effort into writing all the document and going through so many reviews and all these things. So this is like effort of all the teams. Most probably like so many meetings, they will come up something like this. So Shweta, your question is like this, like I need to know my test scope. Oh, it's okay, I have the document, but what I have to do from here? What is my test scope? Am I going to write the manager role only? Am I going to write only for the customer? Or am I going to write only a particular feature? Suppose they told me, just can you write for fund transfer for a customer? They may not tell you that, can you write for customer? No, again, customer, what is the module that I need to take? Is it fund transfer? Fund transfer module, you need to concentrate for a customer, right? Suppose they told you like, maybe login and log out. Login, can you just check login and log out for both customer and manager? Of course, then you will write both customer and manager login and log out features. Okay. So this is a kind of things that you need to understand. So this one hardware, front end details, see this one also. Okay, again, if you are testing for the first time application, okay, you clicked on fund transfer, but fund transfer page, what should be there? How do we know? Again, there's a document, right? So fund transfer, when you click on, these are the things that you need to be able to see. See, this section describes the front end of bank. So this describes following a list of module-wise fields. Fund transfer, when you click on, you should be able to see these things. Suppose if you are seeing everything, if you don't see the amount, then what? You need to raise, what is that you need to raise?
Bug.
You need to raise bug or defect.
Defect.
Yes, like this. So change password. If somebody clicks on change password, they should be able to see buttons like old password, new password, confirm password, submit and reset. This is the kind. If anything is missing, then you need to highlight. So this missing cases usually with the beginning of the application. If Guru 99 Bank is a very new application, then you may have so many defects here. If suppose, let us say this is already in production for 10 years, usually there won't be any chance that any of the button will be missing or something front end. Okay. If I click on balance inquiry, they told me that I should be able to see account number, I should be able to submit, I should be able to reset. So this is a kind of document which will be there. So we don't need to worry like what is like mobile number, is it 9 number, 8 numbers or all. They will give you a proper document, or if they will give you a proper some kind of KT or something, they will give you. Otherwise, for any application, they will have a kind of document like this. What is the actual modules that we are testing? What are the things that we will be able to see when we click on any particular module or something? Okay. So yeah, again, this is a technical requirement. How do you check that? Now you know what are the functions available. When you click on anything, everything is clearly mentioned, right? Okay. Okay. Next one is fund transfer. Okay, I'll tell you this one is here. Okay, balance inquiry. I'm testing on balance inquiry. And first thing I'm checking on account number. But how do you know that account number is correct or not? Right? Again, there should be some kind of, how do you know that phone number is correct or not? My phone number, if I give 3 digits only, is it correct? Or I need to give 5 digits or 8 digits, or what is the correct method? That is the called the, do you know any word for this one? If you are checking for a phone number, whether it's 5 characters or 9 characters, what you call that one?
Validation.
Yes,
Validation.
good. Validation. Validation అంటే ఏంటంటే whether the field is as per the requirement, means whether proper validation. For example, you are keying in, right, password. Password, when you type it, when you type a wrong password, what you are getting? Invalid password. Means some validation is in place there. So people have coded it. Like if someone enters wrong password, then just give them a message. Is there any disturbance, guys? Is it my audio or somebody else's?
Someone else.
Someone, yeah, can you please mute, dear? I don't know who is that. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So this one, that is called the validation. Okay. So that validation again is stated here in the requirement. See here. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay. If I am going to add customer, new customer name, numbers are not allowed. They gave me a specification. When you are testing a customer name, numbers are not allowed. Then what will you do? You will write a negative test case based on this. Okay, if I enter numbers, am I able to log in? This negative test case also you will add in your test script. Special characters are not allowed. See, they will give clearly. Customer name must not be blank. If I just give blank and submit, what will happen?
So
You
these
got
are
what
all
I mean, right?
negative test scenarios, right?
This one they have given negative here for a new customer. All negative only, cannot have says, must not be blank. Yes, email ID is not valid. Yeah, they gave all the negative scenarios. See, here is the new new account. They gave positive. Oh, this one also they gave.
That one also negative.
Yeah, correct. I mean, negative and positive,
Only
both
one.
they have given. Yeah, both they have given. For a new customer, they have given everything. Cannot have space, must not have. But what is the positive test case here? Did they give you?
Only one scenario, the T1 only customer ID is required. That is only positive test case.
That is for the new account. Yeah, like this. Usually password, this kind of thing they gave you. New customer, mobile number must not be blank. First character
Here
cannot have
T21
space.
pin code must have 6 digits. That is positive, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Correct. Yeah. So
Mhm.
like this. So they will have a proper, in case, you know, this is just an idea for you. In case if they give like, they told you, I mean, they may not give so in detail. They can tell you that customer name cannot be numbers or special characters. Then you can just write your test cases like this. Okay. So based on the criteria that they have given in the document, you should be able to do it. See, balance inquiry, account number must not be blank, characters are not allowed. So this kind of document you will have. So you don't need to worry that phone number can be 6 digits or 7 digits. Based on the requirement and based on your test scope, that you need to follow the test cases. You will write it. Okay. So
Shailaja garu, when a positive test case is given, then we have to expect negative test scenarios also we have to write, because means, for example, if a phone number is given,
Yes.
it must have 6 digits. If I
Yes.
give 5 digits, whether it is working or not. If
You
I
have
give 8
to.
digits.
You have to write. Definitely have to write. Negative test cases are very important. You must be able to write. So as a tester, always your goal is to get this, to hack the system. I mean, how you can break the system.
Break the system.
Is your main motto. Like testing, especially banks, you need to write maximum number of negative scenarios only, because positive test cases usually the development team will focus on that, right? Suppose if I say like, you know, my phone number should be 9 digits, they might have given validation for 9 digits only, but they may miss out that if the user doesn't key in 9 digits, it should not accept. So those kind of things also will be there. We need to test it. Okay. Passwords do not match. If you give, old password and, I mean, like, what is the old password and re-enter the password we get now whenever we are changing password. So we give like, password, we give different passwords when we need to give the same thing. We'll see whether the system is still taking or system is breaking. So these kind of things, you must be able to see it. Yeah. So all this flow, they will have it. Okay, this is one thing just I wanted to share with you. And what else? And also, okay, test case template. Okay, this one I'll show you. Okay, this one we don't need to bother. New customer. Yeah, see, test cases, what they put it, test case number, test scenario, test case. What we put is test case description. I mentioned now this one is like no standard. We just follow like whatever we are doing in your company before. Test case description, test steps they have put in, test data, expected result, actual result, pass and fail. Right? Status. We put it as status and we added more things because we are working in a team, right? Tested by, executed date. We have put in already the other things also. Look, what is the device tested? So the standard template that we are working on is completely detailed one we have provided. So they also put like that. I'm checking now only this one. Yeah, this is one simple example. Okay, maybe some other things I'll show you if I come across anything. Let's see this one, how they organize the bugs. Bugs in the defect tracker. Defect tracker, what we have done in our classes, which tracker were that we practiced?
Trello.
Correct. Because Trello is one like free software for particular days and particular members. I think it's free. That's why we took into that one. Of course, so many companies are developing so many bug trackers. That's called bug trackers. Let us see how their interface is. See, this one. Okay. What we do is, this is usually a test manager will do, test lead will do. We have put on a Trello, right? After Trello, if we have so many, this is for the test lead, we usually do it. When we are putting in a meeting, we explain, okay, this is not fixed and this is not done. Okay, I came here, what I want to tell you 2 more words. Priority and severity. Priority and severity. There are 2 things. Maybe I'll explain in the next class. Okay. It will be confusing for you. Otherwise, Trello, I think somebody sent the request today. I just accepted already. You guys remember, right? Trello, how you raise the bug. So all the bug trackers will follow the similar flow. Of course, the headings may differ from company to company, how we are doing it. See, usually will be the Trellos. And here, one particular thing, what I want to highlight is labels. So labels, we will have 2 things. Whenever you are raising a bug, there is a kind of priority and severity. So these things, how to manage, these are all nothing but the bug management, how we manage the defect or bug. So these terms we will look into the next class. Any doubts, guys? We'll leave for 5 to 10 minutes. Then it's already 11:30 for today. Weekend, tomorrow, no class. So just mention, and today I did not give you any work. And next class will be looking at one practical session and also the theory. There is one more class for theory. So theory will be completed with that. After that, followed by your resume preparations and mock interviews will be looking into. Okay. Any doubts? Maybe 5 to 10 minutes we'll stay here.
Trello video ఇంకా అప్లోడ్ చేయలేదు.
అవును అది గుర్తుంది నాది ఇందాక ఎందుకో నాకు మార్నింగ్ ట్రై చేశాను ఎనీవే ఐ విల్ డూ నౌ మా నో ఇష్యూ బై వీకెండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ 2 things from you yesterday I told them many of them asked me to prepare a mock resume. I have kept one resume, right? I have kept one sample resume, but I just need to add on the projects that we are working and give it to you by today. Okay. Where is that sample project? Sample resume I have sent you. So that is one part, and one more recording. Last week's is pending, and now that this recorded one I will be posting instead of the weekday batch one. This one I'll be posting. Yeah. Any other doubts, guys?
బగ్ టూల్ ఒకసారి చెప్పరండి.
Oh, miss ఎవరా?
అంటే యాడ్ చేశాను నేను, బట్ అది
Okay.
ఎలా యూజ్ చేయాలనేది తెలియలేదు. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన ఒక శాంపిల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకొని
Okay, no issue. Okay. This is this one table. Just think that this table is already developed by your project manager. We normally don't do it. So this one all they put it. Defect or bug, ready to testing, all the heading is up to the company, right? So what I
Oh.
need to do is I'm just going to add a card. Here, I want to add a defect.
నేను ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేశాను చూడరా, గూగుల్ అకౌంట్ అని జస్ట్ శాంపిల్ గా ఆ రోజు యాడ్ చేశాను, క్రియేట్ చేశాను కార్డు.
ఎక్కడమ్మది? గూగుల్
ఫోర్త్ వన్ అండి, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూపించే దాంట్లో ఫోర్త్ వన్.
అంటూ
నేను ఆ రోజు మీరు ఇన్వైట్ చేశాక నేను
ఇదా?
కార్డు క్రియేట్ చేశాను. గూగుల్ అకౌంట్ అని చెప్పి ఉంది కదా, ఫోర్త్ కాలం అండి.
Oh, this one, clarifications. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just want to highlight one more thing. Usually there are so many cards, right? If someone tells me like, Google account, we cannot see, right? So for that purpose, we will have some kind of plugin here. I will see how to add that. There are some kind of, plugins are there, power ups or
Yeah.
something like that. So what they will do, they will add some number to it. When I raise a new card, no, they will give me like, something kind of CA013, CA014. They will automatically give you. So that's why then you can mention in the meeting, right? Can you see CA98 card? Like that, they will mention. Okay. So that one, no need to worry. Now that we don't have, let me see how to add in the power up. I think not a power up, but there is some kind of these things. Just like plugins, right? Plugins will be there just to give you the numbering. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll check this one later. Okay, now I'm not able to close it. See, like this. Oh, okay. Now, okay, your question. Okay, Google account, what you did is you kept under clarifications. Clarifications means, right? I don't know whether it's a defect or pass. So I just want to clarify this during the meeting. That's the reason why I put under clarification. Suppose if I want to move it, no, mine is not a clarification. I want to move it back to the defect or bug. Then you can just drag and drop here. Okay, like this you can do. And what is your doubt here? What is
ఇప్పుడు
your
మీరు ఇందాక జస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు కదా రిపోర్ట్, అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్
అది
Okay,
ఇక్కడికి
you want me to add, is
బగ్
it?
అసలు ఎలా రైజ్ చేస్తారనేది
Okay,
తెలియదు.
okay, చెప్తాను. Okay, now okay, for example, ఇప్పుడు నాకు బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ నెంబరు I thought that 10 digits ఉండాలి. Okay, my test case is my bank account number. When I'm checking the customer, I'm checking the customer module. Okay, in the same Guru 99 bank, I'm checking the customer account number, and my test case is account number should be 10 characters, 10 characters. Okay. But what is the actual result that I'm getting? I'm able to add on the numbers. So I'm able to add on the numbers. That's a defect, right? You understand my scenario? So
Yes, yes.
I'm going to raise it. So what I do is, okay, maybe just I told you, just follow some pattern so that it's easy. Because sometimes you will be doing regression. Sometimes you will be doing UAT. So whatever environment you are doing it, so I'll just put it as UAT. And today is 28th April, is it? Or 27th? 28th April. Then what I'm checking? Customer module, okay, and account number. Okay,
ఓకే.
like this I will add it. I'll just come out and click. But now I need to give the proper things, details, so that's easy for the technical team to go through. So I will open the card. I'm opening the card. So my heading is there. Here I need to give proper description. What is the actual issue? Of course, this one based on individual, they follow it. Main idea is to convey the information properly to the development team or project manager or whoever looking at this card, they should be able to understand what exactly we are conveying. Okay, issue. What is the issue? For
Account
customer segment. For customer segment, account number field is accepting more than 10 characters. Okay. But what is the expected one? Expected behavior or expected results. Expected is should not
exceed 10
should not,
characters.
should not be accepting or should not exceed 10 characters. Yes. 10 characters. Then what you will do? Device tested or browser tested or whatever it is. I explained, right? How to use the browser and device tested. Browser tested is maybe
Web
Firefox.
application.
Firefox, let us see. Firefox. And what is the test data that you used for? Test data I used to log into the system because developers, what they do is they will log in using this test data and see whether it's working or not. So test data is so and so, ABC and ABA and password is PW or something. Okay, like this you will give and you will save it. Okay. Then priority and severity, I will tell in the next class. So you can just ignore for now. Then what I told you after writing the description, you need to tag a person. Otherwise, nobody will know that whom this card is tagged and your card will be lying there for more than a week if you don't tag any person. Then what I do is I will assign to someone. Maybe I'll just assign to Chandana. So assign to Chandana. Like this. So whatever the name, no, you just put it and save. So Chandana, what she will do? She will get a alert here. So they will follow it. And one more thing, what I told you, description is one thing and tagging, and also you will put the label. Label is like medium priority because account number is considered important, right? So I'll just put as medium priority. Okay, so this is, and if you have any proof, no, when you did a proof, like you enter like 15 characters and take a screenshot and you will be adding here, or you will be having copy and paste you can do, or you can add an attachment here. Now this is done already. So this one, I raised it. Now you see, where is it? Now it's raised. The proper raised ticket will look like this. As a tagging person is there. And also this one is there. When someone tagged you, you will get like this, that notification. Okay. So now it is done. Now developer team will do, and they will do fix it, and they will move the card to ready to test.
Okay, ఈ bug track లో అందరూ ఉంటారు అయితే అంటే
Yes, everyone will be there. Scrum card. Yeah. That's it, guys. Maybe we'll wind up the session, ma. Okay. Okay, dear. Any doubts, you can please feel free to call me. Okay.
So if bug is resented by developer, how can do it here?
They will put to ready to test.
No.
They will move the card to.
No. If a developer said it is not a bug.
Oh, developer said it is not a bug, then they will put a comment here. Then you will come here, na? When you come here, they will put a comment here, and also they will have an option here. Suppose like ready to test, closed. There are two things. Yeah, I told you already. Fixed and closed is one thing. Rejected and closed is one thing. Then the developer will tell that it's not a bug, and then he will explain to you in the meeting. When someone agrees it, then what he will bring this card to rejected and closed already. So his cards is not pending. Like this, rejected and closed. Fixed and closed mean the technical developer team has done something, they fixed it. We retested and closed it. Rejected means no, it's not a bug. There's nothing wrong from the developer team. Then they will just move it. For clarification, they say that if something is okay, they will explain it. What is your doubt? You will put it. Then they will answer. Then what you will do? There is no need of technical team to do it. Then you can just simply move to closed like this by adding a comment. Okay. This one you will understand, but whatever the previous people are following, you can check. You can just click and see in your whatever tool that you are using, then you will understand. No issues.
Sorry, Shailaja, Pela, you asked if we had on the phone. Do we
Yes,
have-
yes. Yeah, if we have Pela, I will ask you to write some user stories only. Otherwise, I'm trying to come up with my own screen. It's a little bit challenging if you need to put the banking screens. But in being in Singapore, I prefer you to get some experience of test script in banking. That will give you, add-on thing to your resume also. When you tell that I've done this banking project during my training, then they will be impressed also. Yeah. That's why I asked you Pela. If you really don't have Pela, then I'll give something else without Pela, whoever is not having Pela. Maybe like WhatsApp kind of thing, I'll just give you a scenario, then you can develop, I will give you a module, you can develop the test script. Yeah. Clear, da, Kavita? Yes. That's all, guys. So next week, yeah, please be prepared for the technical. Anyway, all of you with the laptops only. So just try to sit in front of the computer only, not the phone for next class, since we'll have the test script assignment. Yeah. Yeah, that's all, dear. Please be careful. And also I think that you are following the messages in Amulu group, right? Please be careful when you go for a outing in the parks, especially like, nighttime and all these things. Check the Amulu messages. And just want to highlight one more thing. Maybe let me just stop recording first.